Shalom, all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shema Shai, Bashem Rakah Kodash. Wanted to talk about monitoring the things that we say and the things that we speak, and just how to control the tongue, because the tongue is a very powerful member, and it has to be controlled. A lot of people, they like to utter all their mind, right? And that's not good. It's not good to do that. So Proverbs 29:11, it says, "The fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keepeth it in till afterwards." Right. So a wise man not gonna speak everything that comes to his mind. All right, he's gonna hold it in. He's gonna judge the matter. He's gonna hold it in till afterward. There's times where, I just want to say something to somebody that's offended me, or I feel like they're trying to play me, but I keep it in because I know that, the tongue has to be kept in line. So I'm gonna grab. So there's a time to speak, and there's a time to keep silence. Proverbs 17 and 27. He that hath knowledge spareth his words, and a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit. That's right. So you have to know when to speak things. All right. He that have knowledge spareth his words, meaning you watch what they say. And a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise. Right. So you could be a fool, but if you don't speak on anything, all right, you're counted wise in that instance, because you're dealing with that matter from a wise standpoint. It's not all about just running your mouth and just trying to make points and prove points. There's times where you just have to be still. All right, you have to be still. It's not all about trying to be the know-it-all or the guy that knows everything. There's a time to speak and there's a time to keep silence. We got to know both sides, because when you come into the knowledge of the truth, you get puffed up in your knowledge and you just become a speaker and you want to speak all the time. And all I'm trying to say is that we have to have balance when dealing with that. We're dealing with speaking all the time. You speak things and make it plain upon tables. You make it easy to understand. You don't go into a whole monologue and all that. You just break it down nice and concise. It says, even a fool when he holdeth his peace is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. That's right. And a lot of times when I deal out here in the world, my conversation with people is usually, pretty much very, quick. I don't get into too much dialogue. I just do what I got to do, and that's what a man of understanding would do. All right. He that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. That's right. It's Psalm chapter 31, and Psalms 31, let the lying lips be put to silence, which speak grievous things proudly and contemptuously against the righteous. And the Lord is going to silence all of these lying lips, all of these people that speak proud things, and so on and so forth. So we're not to be of that, in this modern day with these podcasts and everybody's got a platform, and people just be making up shit and talking all the time and just talking all a bunch of shit. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to have discretion. All right, you're supposed to regard what it is that you're saying, and that you might offend someone. Proverbs chapter 5 and verse 1, it says, My son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow down thine ear to my understanding, that thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. For the lips of a strange woman drop as an honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. That's right. So the point is in verse 2, it says that thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. And discretion is pretty much being able to say things that, speaking carefully about what you say. All right, being careful about the things that you're saying. In other words, to not offend someone. So you gotta have discretion, you know what I'm saying, when you move, when you speak. Alright? You don't want to just utter things, you know. Most of the time you want to do more listening than you do talking. You know, a lot of these people, they just want to talk. And then when it's time for you to talk, they don't want to listen. But here it is, I'm letting them talk because I'm a man of understanding. And I'm trying to be a hearer. Alright? Yup, Ecclesiastes chapter 5 and verse 2, it says, be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thine heart be hasty to utter anything before the Most High. For the Most High is in heaven, and thou upon earth. Therefore let thy words be few, right? So, you know, when you do speak, you speak barely. You just barely speak, you know, unless you speak in, you know, in the spirit of Yahweh Shemashai. You know, you want to speak wise things. You want to speak wisdom. You don't want to be speaking foolishness. And a man that is not speaking much, right? It's always the quiet ones that you know. It's always the quiet ones that have a lot of knowledge, man. That know a lot of things, man. Sirach chapter 32 and verse 8, it says, let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Be as one that knoweth, and yet holdeth his tongue. That's right. So you have to be as one that knows a lot of things, but you're not speaking a lot. Because when you monologue and you like go on into this, you know, it becomes distasteful. You know, nobody wants to just hear somebody blabber. All right, speaking, uttering every goddamn thing. Salakia. Right, pillow talking, you know, and that goes into it too as well, you know, tale bearing. All right, don't be telling people what you heard. All right, it's a sin. Okay, Leviticus 19 and 16. Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people, neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor, for I am the Lord Yahweh Shemashai. That's right. So you're not supposed to be out here slandering, slander. All of these things come out of the tongue. Slander, talebearing. All right. Trying to do exposing, gossiping, and all of that. Gossip and talebearing is pretty much the same thing. So you're not supposed to go up and down gossiping and speaking on. You know, that's why I was watching this video. This dude, Dame Dash, he was saying, you're a man. Men don't gossip. Men don't gossip. And men don't gossip. They're not supposed to anyways. You know, you're not supposed to be speaking and meddling and doing all of that. All right. I'm going to just read this in the book of James real quick. James 3 and 1, it says, my brethren, be not many masters, knowing that we shall receive the greater condemnation. For in many things we offend all. If any man offend not in word, the same as a perfect man and able to bridle the whole body. All right, so if you don't offend with your mouth, you're a perfect man. All right, that's how perfection is, king. All right, but people are gonna be offended. All right. But if you can hold your tongue and because your tongue is your most powerful member, even though it's a small member on your body, it's a very powerful member. The things that you speak, all right, you know, you can speak things into existence. The scripture says, death and life is in the power of the tongue. All right. this Proverbs chapter 18 verse 21, it says, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Right? If you constantly speaking things, there's dudes that, like, for instance, these dudes that rap, right? Couple examples. You got this guy named G Money, right? He was rapping. He was talking about how he smashed this guy NBA Youngboy's sister. Obviously, he's not here no more. He's dead, right? He's talking disrespectfully. Words are his wounds. He was tale-bearing. Okay, so he got put to death for that. Same thing with this happens all the time. Somebody's talking. I was thinking about this guy, Stack Bundles. Okay, he was a rapper. He talking. A lot of these rappers die because they speak that shit into existence. Jay the Youngin, Julio Fulio. All right, he made a song dissing the dead and all this other stuff. Right, using his tongue as a weapon. That's why I should just say. They say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. But the truth is, words do hurt. Words are as sharp as a knife. Okay. Proverbs 30 and 14. There is a generation whose teeth are swords, and their jaws as knives, to devour the poor from the earth and the needy from among the people. Alright. So, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. That's right. And the tongue is a very powerful member. Alright. And that's why we have to keep our mouths in check. Alright. They say, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. We're going to bring out the truth, though. We're going to bring out the words of Yahweh Shema Shai, but we have to be, we got to be disciplined with our tongue. All right. That's right. Proverbs 15 and 2. I'll start at verse 1. It says, a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. That's right. And so that's why I was talking about discretion. You could say certain things to somebody a certain way, and you could get a certain reaction because you're using grievous words. All right. So we know how to be de-escalatory. We know how to use words that to give a soft answer, to turn away wrath. All right, these are the things we understand how to do as judges, are supposed to understand how to do. But the people of this world, they don't know about that because they pour out foolishness. It says, the tongue of the wise useth knowledge or right, but the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. A wholesome tongue is a tree of life, but the perverseness therein is a breach in the spirit. That's right, the perverseness, things that are outside of the scriptures. All right, perverse tongue. All right, being outside of the temple. All right, but a wholesome tongue is a tree of life, and that's one of the things that we have to watch out for. All right, that we're not perverse in our tongue. Proverbs 15 and 7. The lips of the wise disperse knowledge, but the heart of the foolish doeth not so. That's right. And it's all about giving that knowledge, getting the knowledge to give it out. All right. Let me go back into James 3 and James chapter 3 and verse 5. Even the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. That's right, and that's why you're supposed to spit on the fire. You ain't supposed to flame it up. All right, if you can find a way to if you could find a way to spit on the fire, but you don't want to spark it. All right. Sirach 28:12. If thou blow the spark, it shall burn. If thou spit upon it, it shall be quenched. And both these come out of thy mouth, right? You can turn some shit up by saying some shit. You can say some crazy shit, turn some shit up and get your life and lose your life. You know, a lot of these guys be doing that with the music. You know, they'll say some shit, and then you go back and listen to it, you be like, I was bugging. I can't put that out. That's gonna put a hit on me. They're gonna put, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna put some money on my head and try to end my life. The best way to move is to not use your mouth in that manner. It says, verse 6, it says, In the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire to hell the course of nature, and is set on fire of hell. Yeah, and you can't take back what you said. That's why you gotta be very careful about the things that you do speak. And that's why a man of understanding really won't speak that much or that often. Or if he does, he's scarcely, comprehend much in few words. Because the more that you talk to somebody, the easier you're gonna make a mistake or offend someone. So you just speak the right things, and speak. There's a time to speak and a time to keep silence. Shalom.